brilliant. I just watched, I didn't watch it, but I seen another guy's video come up. A YouTube friend of mine from Norway, entering Mike Barton's challenge for a video to make a video out of you making your walking stick. So I looked up, and sure enough, a month ago, Mike put this thing up, a challenge out to all of us, and there's prizes too. And unfortunately, it's now 4 o'clock here, Atlantic time, and the draw date, or you gotta have them in by midnight Eastern time tonight. So I have just over 8 hours to find a branch and spin up some kind of a walking stick so I can enter into this challenge. I don't know why I haven't been getting notified by of Mike's channel or videos coming up, but anyway, I better get my saw and go searching for the perfect branch. I'll do that when I find it. I'll click back on. So just beside my house, right over there in my garage, here's it's a dead spruce or something like that. It's really straight though, so I think I'll cut it off here and then down there somewhere, down that way, maybe out to about there. And that's a nice straight piece, but I'll carry that until I find something interesting, and then I might swap them out. So off to cut and I go. Hi, well, I got down in my basement. I'm going to take all the top little sticky things off and decide to figure out what to do. So stand by to stand by. So I got all the little stubbly parts off, or most of them. Now I think I'll get some sandpaper and smooth it down even more. Look, there's some markings here for, must have been bugs underneath the bark eating away. Some lines up here. Maybe I'll try to keep those and highlight them somehow, but sanding time. So hang on there. Okay. I think I'll do this for a while. Suppose I could do this with a plane, but that sounds way more professional than I'm willing to admit myself is. Oh, save it. This works just as good. Straighten the blade. This little knife. Well, I don't know what kind of knife it is. It was only $20 at the local fish supply store. It's made in the States. I thought it was stainless steel, but I left it out here and she rusted up fairly good, and see, it's now tarnished. I didn't do that on purpose. Force a patina on it or whatever. My plan was to make a sheath for it out of leather, but haven't quite got around to that yet. And if you notice me do anything unsafe, please tell me. I don't think this is too unsafe, but I don't know. I suppose I could cut myself this way. Maybe this would make me better. The top part's pretty dry. Just down the bottom here that's not so dry. I'll scrape some more off. Okay, go to work with sandpaper. Just stuck this end in the fire in my wood stove, dry it out a little bit. Smooth it out pretty good. There's still a big spongy part there. If I press it, you can see the the water coming out of it. I don't know if you can see that or not, but so Afraid if I leave it in there too long, it'll break. In the stove, I mean. So I think I'll just work with this. This would be the bottom part, touches the ground, so it doesn't have to have a lot of character to it, I don't think. Look at that, working hard. Hey, I'm getting pretty close to being ready to switch to another sandpaper. This is 40 grit. I'll do this another till I wear this sheet out. And then I'll switch to a higher one. Or lower or higher, I don't know. This is very coarse, a finer one, I guess I could say. I don't want to get a blister from this. So, the work goes on. Well, started at 40, and I went right by 80, or 60 or whatever, right to 100. Don't know if that was the wise thing to do, but definitely make it smoother. Well, one final time in the fire. It started to catch fire. That'll set off, but it's dry enough now. Of course, if I had more than 8 hours to do this in, I would let it sit over the fire or next to the heater somewhere and let it dry it out slowly and evenly. This is going to have to do though. Like I said, this is the bottom part, and I don't plan on doing too much designs down here. If any at all. I could use good sanding. It smells like a burnt dog. Don't ask me how I know what a burnt dog tastes like. Or smells like. On the same level as a human, I guess. Oh, switch you off or out. Okay, right now I'm putting a handle on it, or a piece of leather, deer skin actually, right about where your hand would go. Yeah. So this is deer skin, and this is some kind of suede, superior suede lace. I wet them both, hoping that they will shrink a little and be really tight once it dries. But I haven't worked with leather too much, so especially wetting it. So I don't know how it'll work out. So far so good. I never counted my holes or lined them up, so I don't know what the... I was worried about running out of lace, but I think we're going to have lots of lace too. Anyway, when I finished, I'll show it to you. I guess to bring you up to speed, there is the walking stick so far. I put the deer skin around here. It's wet. Hopefully it's going to shrink a little on the lace, so it'll be really snug on there. It's pretty tight on there now. I put some beads on the ends of the lace. I even put a little ferrocerium rod toggle on this one, so it's got another purpose in life. I got some feathers hanging from the top up here, and some more beads. And right now, you remember all those little swirly marks made from bugs? Like this? Well, I'm taking the red Sharpie, and I'm going around, and I'm just going to draw on them and fill them up full of red. And once I'm finished that, I'll think up something else to do, because I still have 6 hours. Okay, I glued a compass on top The only thing is, you need to get up on a stump or something to read it, to keep it level. A couple of wooden beads here, 3, an arrowhead, another piece of leather here with 4 feathers in it and some more beads just for fun. Inside this little pouch is 4 of those tinder tabs, a small ferrocerium rod, and a striker for it. So you have fire all the time. You see the red marks? That's all the worm little holes and stuff like that. What could be more random than worm burrows or whatever they're called? Here again is the piece of deer hide wrapped up with blue suede lace and embellished with some more beads. And I think I'm about done. I think I'll stand it up next to the stove for an hour or two while I go upstairs and grab dinner, and then I might put some kind of sealer on it. Although the part down here is still wet, but it might get dried out when I put it over the fire a bit. So pretty well done. See you in a bit. Well, this will be my finished product, I guess. Right height. I guess we'll start from the top. There's a compass on the top here. But obviously you gotta either get this in a hole or a bank or get your head up there so you can level this and see it. But anyway, what a piece of leather, again, some beads, an arrowhead, and some feathers just for decoration. I got one of those little survival razor blade knives right here. I put this little pouch on here. Inside the pouch is 4 of those tinder tabs. There's a ferrocerium rod and a scraper in there. I took the ferrocerium rod off. I had it onto here. I put it in the plastic bag inside this thing with the tinders to keep them dry. I got some 5/50 quarter paracord here, red and blue. Kind of makes a nice pattern. Unintentionally, of course. I don't know how much is there. I'd say, I don't know, 6 or 8 feet, 6 or 7 feet maybe. I got the deer hide here. It's still wet, and hopefully it'll shrink some. Some beads here. I highlighted all the little wormholes and stuff with a red Sharpie to make some kind of weird pattern, random pattern. I didn't do any burning in it, even though I have a wood burning thing, because is this on the right level at all, or what? Because it's dark anyway, and I didn't think it'd show up very much. That's why I used red instead of black marker to kind of show up. I got the this end is kind of burnt, stuff like that, from drying it out. I put a polish, a wax, beeswax and orange oil polish all over it to finish it up. And that's about all I'm going to do to it, I think. So it's nice. It's about the right height. Use it like this. Yeah. So, not only is it a useful thing, with your hand here, you can fend off a coyote or a hobo. Just joke. But here's my entry into it, and I hope you like it. Like I say, I didn't have too much time to think up of anything really nice and whatnot, but this will work, I guess. So, this is Mike BushcraftBarton's challenge for making a walking stick. And I accomplished this in 4 hours. Now it'll take me 2 hours. No, wait a sec. 8 o'clock. Now I got 4 hours to upload it. Well, 5 really. So it'll take that while to upload it and then send him a PM with this link onto it. But seems sturdy enough. Thanks for dropping by, and hope you guys all had as much fun as I did making a walking stick. And I'm going to use this one too. I don't usually use a walking stick, but I'm going to start using this one, I guess. Okay, that's it for now. Chris, out.